Hi, guys.
Hey Manny, great to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you guys, and a big congrats on The Exorcism, a psychological character study with a supernatural twist, and I'm here for it.
Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's gonna eat you.
Yeah, he
from
literally
behind
looks
the-
like he's
I
coming
was
to
like,
get you.
I was like, wait.
Before we begin, I just want to say I'm very happy to finally meet the people behind The Final Girls. Love, love, love that film. And now you have The Exorcism. Let's begin with Mr. Joshua. Your dad is the fantastic Jason Miller, Father Karras from the original Exorcist. Was that the seed, the impetus for the exorcism? Give us a genesis of how it all came about.
Without a doubt. I was in
Genesis.
I was in Palm Springs with Kevin Williamson because I'm, by the way, from parts I would kind of consider Palm Springs second, third home. Like my grandfather lived there. I grew up there a lot of my life. So, and we've lived there. This movie was conceived. They're all children in Palm Springs out of a conversation of how can we address this incredible mythology that I observed as a kid growing up? How can we address the kind of the cool factor of that, the mythology, but also the really darkness of how The Exorcist really affected my dad and how it haunted him and how in many ways it was inescapable for him as an actor to ever kind of fully detach from the weight of the history of this movie and its presence in his whole life, and how that kind of loomed large over his whole entire life, and sort of the curse of that and the weight of it as well.
Yeah, so it's catharsis. It's cathartic to you then, right?
I think, well, I mean, I always think that I think you go into a project hoping you get to purge something that you're obsessed with and kind of then move on. And I think that um family issues never go away. You're always working through them in some way or another, and you work on them from different angles, right? I think with this movie it was purging, but I think honestly I can honestly say finally being at this today, I think seeing the movie come out and seeing people have their responses to it, I think for me specifically, it's meaningful that we got to get our vision, despite many hurdles, to get our vision past the hurdles that were put in front of us, and sort of be proud of what's up there. To me, that was cathartic because that was a really big battle.
Yeah.
And I think that to be on the other side of that feels incredibly rewarding. So it doesn't matter, honestly, in many ways, how it's received or what the box office is. I have to honestly say, I'm just happy we got stuff in the movie that we had to fight for.
Oh, that's great. Now, your writing partner, your partner for life, Mr. MA 14, Mr. Mark, give us,
For life, don't forget.
Yeah.
tell us when writing the script, how did you were you able to, what's your main edict, to make this, according to Adam Goldberg's character, a psychological drama wrapped in horror?
Well, I mean, that's, we're sort of dragging ourselves, with that moment in the movie, right, where Adam says that, because at the end of the day, when we go to horror movies, sometimes we're disappointed because it seems like more attention was paid to jump scares or just, making something disgusting rather than really making sure that you invest in the characters in a way that makes you worried for them or care for them or want them to be okay. And for us, I think that was really, when working on the script, it was really the thing that we never wanted to lose sight of, and that we would rather lean the needle closer to drama than to all out horror if it meant really making you, well, give a shit about this father and daughter, and realize that this, in a way, this possession is just a metaphor for everything that has prevented them from really having the kind of relationship that they would both like to have. So it's that's where we're coming from, and that's going to work for some people. It's interesting to, as we have these conversations all day, it's interesting to see who really gravitates towards that and responds to that. People sometimes who don't necessarily lean toward horror as something that they want to run to the theater to see, seem especially gratified by that aspect of the movie, and get a lot out of it.
No, my husband loves horror movies. So, and this he loves. So there you go. You guys did your thing. But a big congrats again on the exorcism and hope you guys visit us in Palm Springs again, okay?
It's inevitable.
We're all the time.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Good luck on everything.
Thanks,
Bye,
man. It's a
Matt.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.